What is up? Welcome back. It is your favorite moto vlogger back with another video. And today we're gonna continue to make the 25 Road Glide even meaner and get closer and closer to finishing this build. Guys, you know if Harley-Davidson left the stock, I'm probably gonna change it. Gotta give a shout out to each and every one of you out there. Guys, hope you have a great 4th of July. Tell you what, fellas, if you are new to the channel and you love bike customizations, product reviews, install videos, jumping behind the bike and having a great time and enjoying the bike life, or simply just seeing what works, this is the right place for you. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell right there, and you guys can get the videos as they come right off the presses. Let's jump into the video and let's get the wrenching. Today, let's talk about lighting for the bike, why we got it all stripped down to the bone. Now, let me share a story real quick. I saw a vid on TikTok or one of those social media platforms. It was this hot chick, and she stopped at a stop sign, chilling. Somebody came up, plowed her in the back, and it was an absolute wrap for her. Now, I don't know if they didn't see her. I don't know if they were texting, eating. You know how those guys do in the cars. And they plowed into her, guys. Today, we're gonna talk about lighting and giving you guys more visibility so we keep you safe. So the first upgrade we're gonna talk about, and it might be controversial to a few of you guys out there. Either you're gonna love this or you're gonna hate it. But I do love this upgrade because it brings you into the new millennium. No more of the days of getting on your bike back here and getting underneath and having to use those stickies on those lights under your bike, those underglow light kits right there. So to fix that issue with those underglow lights and the installation, you had to run that to the battery. And if you didn't do it correctly, guys, it would drain your battery and you would get the click of death. So we're gonna stop all of that right now because I'm gonna today install these rechargeable lights, and they have absolutely no effect on your battery because they simply recharge. You guys see they plug in right there into a USB and a plug, and they recharge up, and they look absolutely amazing on the bike. Now, another few things I like about them, they attach with double-sided Velcro, as well as they give you these little bitty rubber bandy sort of things where they can attach to the lighting and slide around and give you more security as well. Now, let me pop them on so you guys can see they come with a remote control that you can stick in your glove box or just keep it on you anytime you want. Let's go ahead and hit the on button and I'll show you what they look like. You guys see they're in green right there. We'll change a couple colors, orange, blue, red, and whatnot, pink. Even for you ladies out there, they got the pink. How cute. Anyway, guys, these are great lights. Now, I know a lot of you guys do not like lights like this, but they have no negative consequence to your bike. And if you don't like them, you can strictly just take them off. All right, fellas, you basically just plug them into the wall, let them recharge, and once they are done, you guys can rock and roll. We'll grab the remote control, hit them right there, and then that's all you need to do. And then when they're done, you guys just simply stick them back in the wall and recharge. So installing these is super easy. Now, I'm not really a super light guy, but I do like ground effects and kind of a light, not overdoing it sort of look to the bike. So what I'm gonna do, and you guys should always know that duct tape is always gonna be your best friend if you have a motorcycle. Duct tape, zip ties, and something to cut with, which you're always gonna need to keep with you. So all we're gonna do is take a little piece of duct tape, attach it to this light. We're gonna stick it in places that we wanna see how it looks before we actually attach it. All right, so I got everything installed, and I like the placements where the lights are. We're gonna close the doors real quick and get some darkness in here, see how it looks. So let's go ahead and check out what the lights look like, and let's go ahead and hit the remote control. And you guys see they're all lit up. Let's start to the front. And remember, we went underneath, which is gonna illuminate the front fender right there. I think that's gonna look pretty good. And then let's swing under the rocker boxes right there in the back side of the motor. And then we're gonna come around to the back. You guys see at the swing arm right there, that's all lit up, ready to go. And then let's look under the bottom. You guys see the underglow there and right there to give sort of a ground effects look right there. You guys can see it a little bit better with the lights off, a little bit of ground effects right there, but I think it's gonna look a lot nicer. Remember, I'm not big light guy, so I don't need 100 lights on the bike. I just wanted something nice that'll look really, really good. So let's go ahead and get fired up for upgrade number 2. And I'm so fired up for this one. Guys, it is gonna be the wraparound saddlebag lights. Now these are new on the market right now. And what they do is this is gonna be the back of the saddlebag light, which is normal. And then you're gonna also have the wraparound, which is gonna wrap around on the other side. So now you are not only gonna be able to be seen from the rear, but also from merging traffic that's coming at you from either the left or the right. They'll be able to see that light to kind of give them an indication that you are there. So it's just more protection for you, but these are gonna be so dope. I think they're gonna really rock out. Also, they're gonna give us, which I really like, these will clean the installation up. These are the double-sided wire hook covers that will hide the wires and make everything look nice and neat. And then finally, what they've got in here, you're gonna get the universal harness that's gonna hook up to the rear light harness and sort of act as an adapter so you can plug these in. All right, so let's not waste any time. Let's get the saddlebags back on and I'm gonna start the installation. I'm so fired up. Man, these things are gonna be dope, man. Can't wait to see. They're all smoked out, just like the back of the bike that we blacked out. So I can't wait. I think y'all kind of forgot what that rear looks like, man. I haven't seen the bags on the bike in a while now, and it looks so good. Oh my God, man. Absolutely amazing. If you're new to the channel, guys, we blacking out the rear of this bike, blacked out the tail lights, the license plate, curved license plate, got the stock one off. Now, fellas, this is a new one that I'm gonna show you that I did. Again, if you can barely see it, we stealthed out the rear with that Harley vinyl sticker right there, man. I think that looks so crazy. Damn. I want to give you guys a sneak peek at what we're doing. Now check out this pipe right here, and man, I'm telling you right now, if you missed the last video, guys, these are the CFR pipes that I redid, and you can see they look absolutely sick. Look how mean they look on the back side of the bike, with it all blacked out with the flames right there, man. I think that is gonna look so mean. Let me know what you think in the comments below, but I'm gonna drop a link right there. You guys check out how I restored the CFR pipes. All right, so I gotta tell you guys, man, it is hot as hell outside and I'm absolutely sweating my ass off, but that's not gonna stop me from getting you the great content. But what I need you to do is like, share, subscribe to the channel right there. Hit that notification bell, guys. Subscribe to the channel. I'm a starving artist, need your support. The channel is going up, but without you, it's not gonna be a me. But let's get this thing started off and let's hit a home run. Now, we're gonna get this thing running so that it's a part of the bike and not ever a problem. Everything's gonna run smooth. This is the rear wiring harness, and you can see that because it's running directly under to the rear. All we're gonna do, and there's a pin right here. Let me move the camera. I'm gonna bring the camera down a little closer so you guys can really get this installed so you won't see my face anymore. So there's a pin right here that you push and those two disconnect. When they do, you're gonna take your wiring harness that was provided by the company where I got this from. I'll put that in the link. And all we're gonna do is take the male, hook that in. You're gonna hear that click right there. And then we're gonna take the back side, hook that in. You guys heard that click? We're all done with that harness. We're gonna push it back down where it was before, underneath the seat, nice and neat. All right, so next up, we're gonna do what I call a dry run. And what that is we're gonna take the saddlebag and we're just gonna put it up where it's gonna mount at. and see how everything is gonna look. And man, that looks so good because those are blacked out just like the back of the bike. Now that wire is gonna run up through and it's gonna attach. I'll show you that later, but let's look how it looks from the side. Let me turn the camera to the side view. And what you're gonna get is, like I told you guys, you're going to get not only a saddlebag light, but it's also gonna be seen from the side as well. I think that's gonna blaze this bike, but again, more importantly, it's gonna keep you even safer. All right, so next up, we are gonna take our alcohol and we are gonna rub alongside of the bag. We're gonna rub on both sides where that is gonna attach. Now, why I'm doing that, and I'm really taking my time and I'm gonna let that air dry, what that's gonna do is that's gonna give the double-sided tape that is on the back side of here, which we peel those off, and those are double-sided tape, and they're gonna stick to there and we're gonna hold it. Now, before we do that, I like to put the saddlebag down so I can see how it'll fit perfectly underneath, because we're gonna have to turn this up when we attach both like that. So always remember, put the saddlebag down, so that'll give you the approximate place where you need to put it, so that when you move the saddlebag up and down, nothing shifts. All right, so next up is we're gonna attach this to the saddlebag. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull these off and expose the double-sided tape. Now this is where you gotta really take your time, line things up nice and neat. Again, guys, we're doing this live. There is no time lapse or nothing like that. So if I screw this up, you guys are gonna be right there with me in the comments below, letting me know that I just made a mess. So got a lot of pressure on me, let's get it done. So you see, I'm holding it down and I'm gonna hold it on both sides. Let me turn to this side so you can see as well. I'm gonna press down and make sure that I'm holding and pressing that double-sided tape so that it will hold all the way around on this. All right, man, so I'm finishing it up, and like I said, fellas, you hold for about 10 seconds. Now I like to hold for an additional 10 to 15 seconds just to keep pressure on those double-sided tapes so they can make sure they stick to both sides. I've already got the other side on as well, and I'm gonna hold this down for another additional 10 to 15 seconds, and that's gonna look so good. Let me pop it from the other side so you can see saddlebag light on the side, and I'm just holding this down. This is already sealed and attached. I'm gonna open up the saddlebag so you guys can see how it's done. Everything looks good, nice and tight on the inside, and like I say, I just like to hold this down just to make sure everything is attached perfect. So before we hook any wires up to wire the lights in, we're gonna clean these side wires right here up real nice. What we're gonna do is use these clips right here. They're double-sided tape and they hold the wire. So all we're gonna do is attach it to the inner part of the saddlebag, and they're gonna line up right on that inside. These clips, these are gonna link on. That clip's gonna hold this thing in, so we're gonna put it upside down and put the clip in. So this is what we're gonna do here. I'm gonna take this off, this double-sided tape, and rip that, and we're gonna attach that to the back side of the saddlebag right here. And we're gonna it sticks really well, so take your time and just put it on there. It'll stick really good. The hardest part is getting your fingers, because my fingers are bigger, to stick down in there and get it in there. So okay, now guys, I've got it in there. Now you see right there, it's attached right there, and all this is gonna do, the wires are gonna tuck into that, and they're gonna make it nice and neat. When we pull all the way up, we're gonna attach those to the inside of that saddlebag, and we're gonna clean this wiring up. All right, so let's check out how we ran the wires, and that looks really good. See, they're running right alongside of the saddlebags, and they are hooked inside those little hooks right there. Nice and neat right there. You see it's pulled in tight, and then all we're gonna do is pull this wire all the way tight, which is gonna tighten all these up, as you see right there. That looks really professional. And then we're gonna plug our plugs in just a sec, but let me go on the other side, and you can see how we wired this side as well. Pull open the saddlebag, and you see the wires running alongside, and they're inside those hooks. And all we're gonna do, pull tight when we plug in, and everything should look amazing. All right, fellas, so here is the finish of the install. Here is your wiring harness right here. Here is your right blinker. Here's your left blinker. And all we're gonna do is come from the right side on this plug right here that came in. And then we're just gonna link these bad boys up right here. Push in. Hear that click? Let's wait for the click. There it is right there. And then we're gonna go to the other side. Wait for the click. There it is. And we are all complete. We're gonna shove everything all nice and neat inside, tuck everything in. Now also take some duct tape and I'm gonna tape these wires really tight so that everything looks nice and neat. And then when we just take off the saddlebags, we're just gonna take these plugs out, take them off the plugs on the liner on the inside, the liners that are holding the wires in. And here is the finished product right here. And I love how the saddlebag latches come and the light meets about almost there with a little bit of space in between, which keeps it nice and clean. And then you run around to the rear and you've got your traditional saddlebag light. Again, man, this is a great upgrade, easy to do, will not affect your bike's electrical system at all. It plug and plays right into the interface and you will not have any problems. So I'm bummed out because I can't show you fellas the lights. You see, I've got everything all taken apart. I've got the clamps, hand controls, everything's all disabled. So we can't start the bike up and give you guys a look at how this looks. I'm gonna show you how it looks later on into build. I think it'll build drama for you guys, but as you can see, man, that looks so crazy. Great upgrade. Also, as well as the rechargeable lights, they work amazing with the bike. And again, no risk to your bike at all. All right, fellas, I'm having an absolutely amazing time with the 2025 Road Glide. Now, I ain't gonna lie to you, because I keep it real with you guys. It is super frustrating, the delays for the parts and all kinds of issues and stress that's going on. We'll talk about that in the next vid, but it is going amazing. I appreciate you guys rolling with me through it. You're gonna be amazed when you see the finished product. I appreciate you guys visiting the channel. If you're new, man, I sweated my ass off for you today. This is my second change of clothes. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. So you know what I'm about to say, fellas. Till next time, keep those two wheels down. Peace. I gotta go get me some cold water. It is hot as balls outside. Peace out, guys. Check out the next vid, man. We're gonna talk about all the stress that comes with building a bike. Oh my God, it's crazy shit. Peace out.